Hey, what's up, everybody? Aquí el Gallito de la Sierra, aka Crypto Keeper. I do the research so that you don't have to. My last video, I posted just like this. I was talking about Brother Bean fighting the spirit of laziness. And man, what's transpiring in that man's life, I don't know. I haven't talked to him, but you got to go watch my last video to get a little glimpse of what I'm talking about. Now I feel I'm on fire, and here's the reason why. You see that little flame right up here on this hat? That's fire, right? That's a little fire. But what I want to talk about is right before I ended the last video, I said one of my favorites is Polygon Matic. If you've been paying attention, man, Polygon Matic has been pumping to the upside non-stop. Just tremendous movement to the upside. And I cannot believe it. I actually missed out. I missed out at 35 cents with Polygon, thinking things were going to get worse. And that's just the way it goes in crypto. So to all my crypto listeners, listen carefully. You got to listen to your heart. You got to listen to your spirit. It's all good. I ain't tripping about missing out at 30 cents. I jumped in at 45 and at 50. So I'm feeling okay about that move. Now you got to go back to listen to some of my videos to get a little sense of that. But here's the point I'm trying to make. I want to come to you with a little bit of a twist. Now, many of the people that look like me, who grew up like me, poor, with not a whole lot of means, coming from a stressful and coming from a home of dysfunction, we grow up and we think that it's cool to be disobedient, to be rebellious. And I want to tell you that I did some things back then, and I'm more specifically talking about the way I treated women. As a man, you don't really learn how to be a man until you decide to become a man. And to become a man, it takes a lot of courage. It takes a lot of instruction. It takes a lot of barking dogs to get your attention. Let me tell you this. Over the last 2 years, I've been trying to learn Hebrew, and the second letter of the Hebrew alphabet is ba. It makes the sound ba. It's bet, bait, ba. You hear all these pronunciations for that letter, but the point is that the second letter of the Hebrew Bible is very like the second letter of the English alphabet, the B. A lot of people call women B's. You know what I'm talking about. I don't want to spell it out. The B word, right? They treat our women with such disgusting respect that it disgusts me when I hear out in the public that kind of language coming out from some of my relatives. And I wanted to come to you because I think when you are successful in yourself, you're successful in transformation of yourself, in change. Change is so difficult that everything else you touch is blessed. Now, I got 3 women in my life, so I can tell you right now, I don't treat them the way the people in society treat them today. You know, there's just so much. You listen to rap music, you get my drift. You listen to country music, you get my drift. You listen to all this crazy nonsense garbage music that's out there, you get my drift. So I want to end this short video by saying this, that everything I've been touching has been blessed tremendously. Now, I think in times of 2 years, in other words, the way that I think is always 2 years out. So part of that reason is because much of what I do, I go back and I research everything that I've done and analyze what I have done well and what I have not. And where I have not, I pivot. Whether that means jumping into something different or that means just making tweaks to the way that I'm doing it. I mentioned to you all that, you know, it's about 108 out here on Sunday where I live. It was 107 yesterday. I live in SinCal, so Central California is no joke, man. It gets hot, but I'm used to it. I'm born and raised here, and so I'm very proud of it. And this is my home, and this is where I'm going to stay. I ain't leaving. So I want to say this. I did another video a couple videos back, and I jumped out of my car. And I know this is a little different for you all, so I hope you can bear with me. But I jumped out of my car and I said that I was living in my truck. Just a little small, want to give you guys a little small taste for a vehicle that I was living in. And I ain't gonna open it because it's all trashy inside. It's an old truck. But to keep it real, I've kept that truck to demonstrate and to remind me of who I am and who I can become. Now, I no longer live like this, but I have a brother who's struggling. So if my brother's listening in, man, I love you, bro. I hope that all my sound words and every time you call me and the listening that I do is good seed for your soul, brother. So I love you, and I'll end with this. This is a truck right here. This is a 1996 Dodge Ram. You can see how cheap I am. Sometimes I taped up all of the light right here. And it's all good, you know. It's we were just joking around with my family yesterday. We went to the beach, took them out there, spent all day out there. But you can see right here, this is the truck that I kept. I've had it for 15 long years. It still runs. It's working good. In fact, my tags are current. I drive it around every now and then. Well, inside of that truck, you can't really see. Here's a little sneak peek, I guess. You can see it's pretty trashy in there, but I lived in this truck. I lived in this truck. But I had to get myself back up, and there's so much story to that. There's so much story there, but I'm not going to share in this video. I don't want to make this video very long. All I'm saying is, every morning to take my mind off of crypto, because crypto just drives me insane sometimes, and the sanity that I need to remain a humble person is very needed. So I get out here, I run the concrete jungle just so that I can stay a little bit disconnected from crypto, because crypto, if that's all you do all day, man, it can really start messing with your mind, you know, and your emotions, and I got to keep those in line. So for me, getting out from my home and exercising every day gives me about that hour that I need just to really focus, get my mind just back to reality, and focus on the things that are more important on the days that, or with the time that I have with my family. So I'm saying this because I have a lot of people who I know who are very deep into crypto, and crypto seems to consume all of their time. Every conversation that I have with them is about crypto. And I could only imagine, and they bring up that conversation, man, I want to talk about something else, and there's no room for it. Crypto is just the life we're living right now. And as investors, well, yeah, you know, it's important to share information and bounce ideas off each other and bounce some thoughts off each other to help us strengthen each other. So that's why I did this video. I just wanted to do it because I want people to understand that there is no secret. There's no secret sauce to being successful. You got to put in the hard work. You got to put in the research. You got to do your homework. You got to put in the hours for everything. Whether you're looking to get healthy, you got to put in the time to eating well. If you want to, you know, be physically healthy, you got to put in the time, and you got to walk. Start doing something physically to get you there to those goals that you might want to do. Well, that's it, y'all. I hope you guys have a great Sunday. Many blessings to you all. I hope your lives are touched in a meaningful way, and that everything that you do, remember, it's all up to you. God bless. Aquí el Gallitos, el Kikiriki, checking out. Take care.